Welcome to part 2 of Insomnia Maniacs Tarot. I told y'all I would come back, so thank you for being patient and understanding as my body just isn't cooperating with me right now, y'all can say. So I just had to take some medicine and allow my body to sleep it off a little bit, because one of those medicines does make me drowsy, so I avoid taking it unless I have to. So I hope y'all are doing good out there. And since I ended the stream, I thought I can do another collective for y'all, but I didn't pull cards out yet, so I'll do that. So welcome back, beautiful people. I didn't want to leave and not come back, especially since I know many of y'all have been used to me being on for several hours at a time. And I felt bad when I'm not here all night and morning as I had been prior months. So, appreciate y'all. And hopefully, my body will calm down a little more. Just have to find me a new chair at some point. I'm still looking at possibly bringing myself a chair in here, but I just have to move some stuff around to get it through that door, because I got boxes over there blocking part of the opening. And if I can get that chair in there, I know it'd probably be a lot better on my back than sitting in this or that other chair. Alright, beautiful people, let's see. Let's see. What do we have today? DJ. My beautiful Jess is here. Hey, honey. Of course, I feel like this is around love again. Okay. Everybody got love on the brain. Beautiful people, what's going on with y'all? I mean, y'all met someone new? Y'all having problems with y'all's current significant other? What's going on? Like, I keep pulling love in some way for y'all. Oh. What? Let me use... Hi, Alchemic. Hi, Bobby. Baby, I don't know. All I know is at some points, like, I either pull out the Lovers or the Two of Cups comes up somewhere. So, that's love. And this one's at the bottom of my deck, so... I even pulled it earlier. I pulled the Lovers earlier. I feel like most of this is surrounded by love, like some type of relationship. But I mean, it don't have to be romantic love, y'all. It can be a family member, it could be a friend. So it's just y'all's relationships with people. What is love? I mean, beautiful. It's what you make of it, you know. I think it's more than a feeling. Though, I mean, you gotta have that love in your heart for someone. It's your actions more than your words. That much I can tell you. What's love got to do with this? Right? I don't know. Hey, Bobby, I always got that question for those crazy guys out there that want to talk to me some nonsense about, oh, show me your feet. Like, no, y'all are talking about, you know, sex and infatuation and lust. That's not love. Let's not confuse the two. So, that's what I always say, though. It's like, you want to come to me with that nonsense? You tell me what's love got to do with it. Zero. That's your lust, not love. Big difference. Alright. Deeper insights. Okay. My spirit. I knew it. Well, might as well pull one of these just because. Let's see. Bobby, what do you mean, huh? I'm talking about the guys that come on here and want to act a fool with me. Like the ones that literally come on here and ask if they can see my feet. Or they make some kind of sexual comment talking about my physical appearance in some way. That's what I'm talking about, baby. From my family. How about my grandma? That's where I learned it from. It came naturally because I'm psychic. But Bobby, I say this much, baby. It's like, you know, and I mean, I'm not trying to pick on y'all men, okay? So please don't misunderstand me. But it seems to be more of the men than it is the ladies out there that are looking for that one-night stand or that friends with benefits type relationship. And, you know, it's like, I always like wonder, it's like, what's love got to do with that? Nothing. That's all lust right there. And I don't understand why people would settle for that. I try and make sense of it. And I go back and think, okay, well, Amanda, you were young once. And yeah, I was young once and I didn't do none of that. So I don't understand those types of relationships, especially in the dating world today. I don't get it. It seems to be more common today than it was back in my teen years and 20s. And, you know, I mean, physical needs, okay, but, you know, it's like I had said earlier, it's like you got to undress someone's soul before you can undress their clothes. But it seems like many people don't understand that. And even the ones, and there's even some that are my age and older who don't understand that. They're still, you know, thinking with the wrong head. And I'll just leave it there like that. So it's one of those things. I mean, yeah, if you're attracted to somebody, okay, but there's more to life than the physical components. And there's more to a relationship than just the physical. But some people get lost in that. Don't understand it. Because I'm not one of those. Nothing but a second emotion. Oh my goodness. That's funny, Janice. How you doing, honey? Something. I mean, yes. I can't even say it. Never mind. I'll keep that to myself. Alright. Angel number. Pull this out. Wow. Jess, you can't believe that number came up again. That's crazy. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing, honey? Drug lovers. Yeah, there's some of that going around too. I got my Red Bull right here for you, sweetheart. And I got, oh, I didn't forget the big one everybody always talks about. I got this one too. So, No, just this one. 333. That angel number. I pulled it out yesterday. You remember? That's the angel number I got for y'all today. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is like mostly like around relationships and love. That's what I see down here. Especially with the Two of Cups on the bottom of one of my decks. Yeah, 3's my number. And I don't know why, but 3 has always been my number. They say 2's supposed to be my number, but sometimes, most times, I say it's 3. Yeah, sometimes love does stink. You're right about that, beautiful. You got your nights and you got your days and nights mixed up. I mean, beautiful. Like, I haven't been on as much, or I haven't been staying on as long, so, you know, with me right now, like, I just came back on, but I know you've been, with me pretty much close to the beginning when I started streaming, and it's been a while since I've been on all night morning, but I had to take a break because my sciatica was bothering me. So yes, I do know. Okay. Well, y'all celebrating something. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. I think someone's going through a heartbreak too. Yikes. Mm-mm. Hi, Inferno. I feel a little bit better, baby. Thank you. Oh, I'm always going to enjoy my day, beautiful. Better believe it. Okay, beautiful people. Let's see. Let me show y'all what I got here. So, many of y'all know, I start with the little messages from my 2 spirit guide decks I use. The first one is stay open-minded. We always got to stay open-minded. An open mind is a great, beautiful thing that we need to use more of instead of, being closed-minded. So, always have an open mind, beautiful people. You just never know, what you're going to learn from someone by having that open mind, or discover something new that you never ever would have thought of before. And next to it, I get a clearing. And next to that, I also get journey within. I feel like these two go together because I feel like Spirit's trying to clear the way for you to take a deeper dive, a deeper journey, give you that time and space you need to kind of do some love, self-discovery, reflection, contemplation. This card really reminds me a lot of like the Hermit in the tarot, which is, you know, pretty much going within for self-reflection, seeking answers within, talking to your spirit guides, that kind of thing. So take that deep journey within, you know, even if you end up facing something that, you know, is hard and challenging, know you're brave enough to go through it and know you're not alone when you do, because your spirit team's always behind you. Even if you're physically alone, beautiful people, you're not alone. You just may not be able to see them is all. Okay. And then the next one is celebration. So celebrate life. Celebrate the beautiful, wonderful things. And with it, kindness counts. So I know some of y'all been celebrating birthdays. And my stepdaughter's birthday was yesterday, in fact. So um, celebrate life. And know that by celebrating, you bring out, you know, those beautiful traits of yourself like kindness, showing that kindness and love to someone else, you know, by being generous, you know, and I'm not talking about just, you know, getting a gift or something. I'm talking about being generous with your time, your energy, being that, you know, person that someone else can lean on. But have, you know, celebrate life, celebrate all the wonderful things, the good things that this life has to offer and give to all of us. Have a good time, y'all. We only live once, right? Just don't go doing something crazy and then I hear about it later and y'all got some crazy photos out there. Okay? Hi, Alan. How you doing, baby? Just don't take no evidence, okay? I don't want to hear about those. Right, Jess? Thank God they didn't have those cameras back then when we were in school. Y'all, some of y'all, the younger generation, y'all crack me up out there. It's like, I can't believe I'm seeing this. Like, oh no. Be dancing on some strip poles and everything else. I mean, yeah. I think I just saw that the other night, and I know they have like those classes where you can learn how to pole dance. That's one thing. But no, I saw a video of a bunch of girls on a strip pole. I think they had this in their house, and it was getting a little wild in there, and that's all I'm gonna say. And those girls did not look like they were older than probably 20 and out there acting a fool. It's like, oh no no no. See, you ain't gonna see me on no pole, for one. And two, if you were to see me on a pole, make sure there's no cameras around to catch me, okay? Exactly, Jess. Oh, yeah, didn't take no pictures, so nothing happened. That's right. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, baby. You got that right. All right, beautiful people. Like I said, this feels like love to me, okay? So I'm kind of like going to read it almost like one whole thing, but it feels like love, but y'all place it where it fits. It could be romantic, it can be family, it could be friends, work colleague. Y'all, you know, figure it out. But first card I get is the Tower, okay? It says life experience, but this is the Tower in my deck. And the Tower normally appears when there's something that's not built on solid foundation, where the divine or even yourself can come in and tear it down for it to be rebuilt again on a more solid foundation. Like something needs to be done differently. You need to change something. And with it, I get the Five of Wands. And I feel like with this, there's like a lot of conflict. There's arguments with someone you love, and it's causing a big, huge strain where I feel like there's a communication gap. where someone's being misunderstood, or both of y'all, or a group of people and you are not understanding each other. You're not able to communicate clearly with one another. So it's causing that foundation to crack, and it's causing the strain. You know, like you think of like a rubber band, in fact, here. You know, you think of like a rubber band, you know, you keep stretching it so far, eventually it's going to break, right? So I feel like this relationship or relationships is starting to break. Um, and now it's causing y'all to get stuck in y'all's head. And y'all are overthinking it, worrying about it. Um, I get the Four of Wands. I mean, this is all about happiness, but I'm not feeling like this is happiness, because I'm feeling it more upside down. I feel like it's, you know, it was happy at one point in time where you could celebrate life, where you felt like you were on cloud nine, but now it's taking a nosedive. And then I catch y'all in the Eight of Swords, and this is what I'm talking about. Y'all are all in y'all's head, and y'all feel tied. Y'all feel trapped. You know, maybe there's even emotions or thoughts you're having that maybe not be real. It's just your worst desires, or not desires, your worst thoughts and nightmares. Your thinking is going to happen. You're thinking of the worst possible outcome. You got to get out of your way, beautiful people. Okay? Free yourself from this Eight of Swords. You don't want to be tied like that. You know, if things aren't going well with you, with the, you know, someone else you love, you know, whoever, you know, this person is, or a group of people, you know, take that time. You know, like like I was telling y'all, like journey within. Take that time. Think about, you know, your role in this, because, you know, it takes two to tango, right? You know, and even if you feel like maybe the person, you know, they've done things or they've said things that have caused this fracture, and you know, and I'll go far reaching out there for some of y'all, okay? Um, like say we're in a romantic relationship and that person cheated on you, okay? I'm not saying, okay, and no, don't misunderstand me, beautiful people. I'm not saying you did something to cause your, you know, mate to go cheat on you. That's not what I'm saying. But understand me when I say that there was some accountability in that person feeling like they couldn't come to you either, you know, where like there's like a big hole in your communication with each other, you know. Does that excuse the person, their actions? Hell no. And it never will in my book, you know, because, you know, if we're in a relationship, you should be able to come to me. You should be able to talk to me, you know, about anything and everything, just as much as, you know, I would want to come and talk to you. And if that person feels like they can't come to you, well, is that a them problem, a your problem, or y'all problem? And that's where you gotta, you know, take a look at, you know, both y'all's roles in this, your role as a team, and then your role individually. You know, where is it? And be honest with yourself, because sometimes it takes mental and emotional maturity to step up to the plate and own your role, own your part in it. Say, you know what, you're right. You know, I will own my role that maybe I wasn't there listening to you, you know, when you came to me and wanted to talk to me about this, but it still don't excuse what you did either, okay? And I'm not saying go and point fingers either. That's not what I'm saying. But at least to yourself, admit, you know, where you made your mistakes, you know, where you could have done better. And if anything, you know, if it is a relationship like that where someone cheated, okay, let them go, beautiful people. Don't stay in that relationship, okay? And I don't care, and y'all have heard me say this before, I don't care if you love the person, okay? Because if that person really loved you and they want to go out there and run around on you, they never loved you truly then. Because someone who truly loves isn't going to do anything like that to hurt you, okay? So in that situation, you got to learn to love yourself more than you can love them. And that's called self-love, self-respect, self-worth. Love you more. Love yourself enough to know that you deserve better, and there's someone else out there for you who will give you better. So whatever that is, like I said, let it go. You know, take some time, search yourself, search your heart, search your soul, whatever you got to do, you know, to make that relationship work. If it's salvageable, but if it's not, let it go. Because if not, I feel like um, something else is going to come in where I think it's just going to get worse. Um, and it might even be with them, you know, you or them. both people, I don't know, every situation's gonna be different, but like right here in the center, I get the Page of Swords. And this is like a card that tells me that there's going to be a truth that is going to be said, that's going to have to be said by you, by them, maybe both of y'all. Have something that needs to be said that hasn't been said yet. And I feel like I get the Devil card with this, and I'm not going to show it because the people are naked at the bottom, and YouTube will get mad at me. But when I see the Devil, that tells me it's like that can be like in a relationship codependency, where you're like really leaning on that person for your own self-happiness when really that happiness needs to come from within. Or maybe, there's some kind of addiction, some kind of bad habit of some kind that they're struggling with. Maybe you're struggling with it. Maybe both of y'all, or maybe it could even be, having a lot of stress, anxiety, having a mental illness of some form, and that doesn't make you a devil, beautiful people, okay? So don't think I'm, come looking down on y'all because I'm not. I'm just trying to give y'all some ideas of how to make sense of all this. Um, and sometimes, in order to get past that devil energy, you may have to walk away from the people who aren't good for you anymore. And it might even be having to even like shut the world out for a little bit. And even, I'm not saying isolate yourself, but you need some personal time, personal space to really evaluate everything around you. If you're keep going into this devil energy, that is not going to help any kind of relationship. It's just going to add more problems if you don't face those problems head on and have courage to do it. And I know y'all are stronger than that to face it. Believe in you, because I believe in you. I know you can do it. We all have gone through hardships, struggles, challenges, things that we thought were going to break us. But it didn't, right? Did it break you? No. Why? Because you're here right now. And you need to know that. You need to be proud of that. That you were able to get through what you thought was going to kill you in the end. Baby, you're standing right now. Own that strength. Be strong enough too. And be courageous with yourself as well. And then for the next card, this is where I feel like someone is going through a heartbreak. Maybe it's more than one. I don't feel like this is for all of y'all out there, but I feel like there's maybe a few people. Because I get the Three of Swords, and this is telling me there's been a heartbreak. So your heart is hurting here, which is where I also feel it would do you some good to go within, to heal yourself, heal your heart, because if you don't try and go through that healing, like let's just say that a relationship did end, you just got out of that bad relationship, whatever, don't go chasing love, okay, beautiful people. Learn to heal yourself first, heal your heart. So when that next person arises down the road, you'll be prepared for them. You'll be ready. You'll be able to give them your all again, like you gave to this other person. Or maybe you're considering ending a relationship, but it's hurting you. It hurts it, the idea, the thought to be without that person. What's your life going to be like? Beautiful people, let me tell y'all, you're going to be fine. You're going to be better than fine. But you got to believe that. You got to own that. No, you can be fine by yourself. Alone, yeah, that can be scary. Do we all get lonely at times? Of course. Who doesn't? But, I can tell y'all personally, when I've been alone, when I haven't been in a relationship, that's when I find a lot more things about myself that I didn't discover during that relationship because a lot of my time and attention went into my relationship. Or I find that my friends and family who are around me, like I may not have noticed certain things about them that I would have, noticed had I not been in that relationship. And it's not to look down on me or like, bad Amanda for not paying enough attention to your friends and family. That's not what I mean, okay? I just know that, at least speaking for myself here, when I'm in a romantic relationship, that relationship's first, okay? Besides the relationship with myself and with God, me as a Christian woman, okay? That person is number one in my world, period, okay? But that comes from knowing that that person, if we're not married, that possibility is going to be there, and they will become my immediate family, especially once you do get married. That's, you know, your parents and like your siblings become your extended family when you get married. The only other people you can count into your immediate family then is if you have kids of your own, right? So for me, since I don't have any, you know, my immediate family would be my spouse first. So I focus on our relationship and making sure my spouse is happy. We're happy as a team. And also, I'm still giving to myself too and making sure I'm being the best person I can be for both them and myself and for everyone else in my life and anyone new who comes into it, friends, you know, that I might meet down the road, people I might work with, you know, and so forth. So I feel like, you know, give yourself that time to heal, because if you do, I feel like someone new is going to walk in, because I get the Knight of Cups and they're going to want to offer you a cup of love. They want to give that to you, and don't pay attention to the gender, y'all, okay? Even though it's showing me a knight, it can be a woman, okay? It's just that the woman would be showing me more of their masculine energy. So someone wants to offer you that cup of love, but even I can read this as you also giving yourself that cup of love, knowing that you're, you know, worthy of love and you're worthy of better than what you've been getting. Because for someone, I just feel like you just went through a huge heartbreak. And whatever and who you are, I'm sorry, honey. Know that I've been down that road, and I think many of us, if not all of us here, can say we've had our heart ripped right out. And yeah, it hurts. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend and act like it doesn't. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend and act like it's not hell to go through. It is, but you will get to the end of it, and you will find that person who's meant to be your forever mate. Because the last one on the table is the Eight of Cups. And this is all about walking away. So, like I said, beautiful people, if you're thinking about even, you know, like if when I'm talking about this Three of Swords, if maybe you're thinking of ending a relationship of some kind, like I'm getting this. This is walking away, moving on, knowing you deserve someone better. Or maybe it's a friendship. Maybe you got a friend in your circle that's just, you know, they're toxic all the time, you know, place it where it fits. But you're going to be better. You're going to come out of it a lot better in the end. Because I get the Magician card with this. So this is where you're going to manifest. You got, you know, everything you need to know. Everything, all the experience, the wisdom, the tools to create the life you want. And the relationships you want. Including the relationship you have with yourself. So take a chance. Take a chance on yourself, you know. And if you're even considering, you know, getting involved in a new relationship, you know, but you're hesitant, take a chance on love. If you've already gone through that healing and now, you know, someone has walked into your life, take a chance. Love is worth the risk, you know. I know many of y'all, you know, have been here before and y'all have heard me say, you know, like my mom always told me, that love is worth the risk. It's worth going through, and if you only are together for a short period of time, it's worth experiencing love on that deep level if you only have it for a short period of time. Than to go throughout your whole life and never ever having experienced it, or at least with that person. And then those questions come to you, what if, you know, what would have been like? And you won't have to guess, you already know. And if you take a chance on love, maybe that one person is your forever mate. You just don't know. But if you're not willing to put yourself out there and take a risk, you're never going to find out. And you can't be afraid. You know, fear is what holds us back from being the best we can be, living up to our full potential, rising above the ashes, you know, going out there and achieving our goals, our dreams, our desires, our wishes, wants, needs, all of it. But you can't get it if you're afraid to take the first steps towards it, right? So be willing to take those steps and go out there. Seek it, find it. If you're ready for love. All I know is this is about love, because Two of Cups is at the bottom of my deck. So maybe it's your possible soulmate too. But Two of Cups can be that twin flame card. It can be a soulmate card. And beautiful people understand when I say soulmate, it doesn't have to be romantic either. Okay? A soulmate can be a good friend. It can even be a family member. But for whatever reason, you know, the first thing that comes to people's minds is romantic, but it doesn't have to be. So just remember that, beautiful people. And for the oracle cards, let's see. First one I pulled for y'all is from the Gods of the Hidden Realms. And this is the Alchemy of Poison. And this card says, the word alchemy describes how a common substance can be magically transmuted into something valuable. The poison dart frog, for instance, is not inherently toxic. Instead, its body takes what it eats and turns it into a poison that is lethal to others, but a powerful protection for itself. However, if the frog is fed a different diet, one not from its native environment, then it's not toxic at all. There's no doubt that our childhood traumas shape who we are as adults. Our initial hurts and betrayals are an emotional poison from which we evolve. Our past pain alchemizes into different personality traits that we express, some wonderful and healthy, others toxic and self-sabotaging. Right now, you're being asked to focus on how you've changed after all you've endured. You've moved beyond the difficulties, found your strengths, and courageously expressed them in the world. Reminding yourself of how far you've come is the new emotional food you need to keep nourishing yourself with. If you take a moment to observe your journey, you'll discover that the magic you've been looking for has been inside you all along. Step forward, knowing you have the strength and hard-won wisdom to meet any challenge and succeed. Well, beautiful people, I can't make this up. This is confirmation over the tarot and the messages from spirit guides based in everything I had said about it. So know this, believe in this. You can transmute anything. All that negative energy, you know, y'all hear me talk about that too, because I'm one who transmutes. You know, when negative things happen to me, you know, I try and be in the mindset of, you know, yeah, it's bad. Sure, am I going to walk through some hell? Yes. But what I'm going to do is, like the people out there who want to tell me I'm not good enough, or I'm not going to make it, or I'm not going to be successful, whatever it is they want to sit here and try and throw at me and project onto me, thinking that, you know, it's going to bring me down. I don't allow it, okay? It's all that negativity that gives me the extra drive to prove them wrong, to go after what it is they say I won't have or I'm incapable of having. That's how I transmute it. I turn that negative energy into positive energy that fuels my soul, my spirit, and drives me to go further than I would have if they weren't over there, you know, on the sidelines, you know, being the naysayers. Prove them wrong. That's what I always do. Don't allow those people out there to doubt you. You know, it's like y'all always hear me say, let them doubt you all you want, you know, but you define you at the end of the day. Don't allow anybody else to define you. Let's see. And then I pulled this from my Healing Heart Oracle, which, beautiful people, this is like a love letter to yourself from your higher self, okay? And this is called Hurt Heart. And it says, Dear Hurt Heart, I know you carry lots of sadness inside you, that it is very easy for you to take things personally and try to self-protect. You feel so scared, little and vulnerable inside that you have needed an armor of spikes to protect you. At times, people see you as cold and calculating, but in fact, you are so tender and sensitive that if the armor was taken off, you could simply bleed out. I know this is not necessarily how you started, but all the rejection, humiliation, neglect, and cruelty have deeply wounded you. I see you. I feel your pain is deep. I know there are many cuts and scars all over your heart, and that you have been hurt and you have hurt, but it is a vicious cycle. Now is an opportunity to look back on the hurt heart story. It's time to cry the tears that have been frozen and start to bring more light to the buried pain. I promise to start to nourish you with gentle, soft caresses, love, kindness, and warmth. Heal your heart. Give yourself that time, that energy, that space. That way, once you're healed, like y'all heard me say, y'all will be ready for that special someone to walk into your world. Or maybe this is a friendship, or it could even involve family. Place it how it fits, because it's all those relationships that can hurt us and rip our hearts into pieces. So nurture yourself. Give yourself that love and that gentleness and kindness and compassion that you've been given to others. You now got to go and give it to yourself. Be loving and tender with you. All right, I'm going to put this up real quick. And let's see. All right, now I pulled this from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's see where it goes. And I pulled Message in a Bottle. This card says, Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them. When you believe, you will receive them. And when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens, they may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. So know that your spirit team are trying to send you those messages. Look for them, beautiful people. If you've been even wanting to hear from like a past or loved one, y'all heard me say this too, because I've had these experiences where, in fact, I'll share this experience with y'all, for some of y'all who may not have heard this. When I had sold my old house, before I bought this house, had this house built, I was still in the market looking, trying to figure out where I was going to move to. And I found this neighborhood that had just started developing. You know, it's like there might have been maybe 1 or 2 houses that have been built in this neighborhood so far at the time that I came and looked at it. And I wasn't sure at first if I wanted to move here, if I wanted to buy a home here. So after I spoke to my realtor and we made the appointment for me to come out here and look at the property, that night, the night before I closed my eyes, I had said to my parents, I said, Mama, Daddy, Dad, show me that this is where I'm supposed to be. If this is where I'm supposed to live now, I need signs. Let me know. Clear it and make them clear to me, right? So I go to sleep. I wake up the next morning, and as soon as I open my eyes, a song's in my head, playing over and over. And I knew that was my mama answering me, telling me yes, okay? But the story doesn't end there. I went through, I got up, got dressed, get in the car, and as I'm entering the county where my new house, where I'm living at now, is sitting, I see a sign. It was a political campaign sign that had my daddy's last name on it. And this isn't a common name at all. It's not like a Smith or anything like that. It's not a common name. But there was his name right there. And it's like, wow. So there was that second sign. Then when I pull into the neighborhood, another one of those campaign signs was sitting outside that neighborhood. And I'm like, okay, well, there's another one. I looked at the property, but because, like I said, there was only like 1 or 2 houses built and they didn't have the sheetrock up yet, I couldn't get a clear idea of the house, the layout, to decide from there if I wanted to build it or not. So my realtor's like, well, we were told there's another neighborhood that the same builder built a year earlier, and it's the same floor plan. So if you want to go look over there, we can go look over there because they said there is a house that's listed for sale, but it's under contract now, so you can't buy it. You know, if you do fall in love and like it. Okay, well, I just want to get an inside view of it. So we go to the neighborhood, and the house, it, it, wa- it was halfway done. It did have the sheetrock up so I could see the individual rooms, but I still couldn't really see it. You know, it was missing like the cabinets or flooring. There was something major. It's like I still can't see it, you know. So we walked out of the house and we were standing in the cul-de-sac and looking, my realtor's looking with his wife, and he sees a house right in front of him that's just a couple of houses down. He's like, Amanda, there's the house. That's the same house as this one. It's like, okay, I understand. He's like, well, even though somebody's living there, why don't you go and knock on the door and ask them if you can take a look inside? Just explain to them, you're trying to buy a house next door to them. Okay, sure, why not? I'm not shy, not scared. So, I thought he was crazy because I didn't think, somebody's going to let me in. I'm a stranger, right? So I go and knock on the door. Sure enough, an older woman comes, answers the door, and I told her, who I was and why I was there. And surprisingly, she let me in. And, she started showing me the house. And as soon as I entered her living room, I see an angel statue above her master bedroom doorway. Same angel statue I have. Same one. Same exact one. In fact, and it was even in the same place where I had mine at my old house, over in my master bedroom doorway. Couldn't believe it. The synchronicities, the signs, I'm like, okay, there's another sign, right? And then after I was done looking around, after she showed me the house and everything, we were saying our goodbyes, and I just happened, I told her, I said, yeah, I said, my family, it's crazy. I said, that campaign sign that's outside the, your neighborhood, and I told her the name. I said, that's my family's name. She's like, really? I said, yeah. She's like, well, you know what? My maiden name is that. What? She's like, yes, that's my maiden name. You gotta be kidding me. I couldn't believe it. The odds of ever meeting someone randomly like that to have my daddy's last name. And, and this is my stepfather I'm talking about. I'm like, this is just crazy. What are the chances? Because like I said, this is not a common name. Um, I can't even say that I've heard it anywhere else except for since I've been here. Other than knowing my daddy and his family, my stepdad, but he's my second dad to me. So I said, okay, there's my parents coming through loud and clear, telling me that, yes, this is where I'm supposed to be. So it's things like that. Look for those signs. Pay attention. Like a logo on a truck. Maybe you see something that makes you think of your passed over loved one, something they loved in this life. It will be in clear sight. And if you constantly see it, pay attention. That's them. And sometimes that is just them coming through to say hello, I love you, I'm here. So don't be in doubt or think it's just a coincidence, because I don't believe in coincidence. Never have, never will. You're being shown it for a reason, so trust in it. Trust your intuition. That if you're missing someone deeply, or if you've been talking to them or hoping they come and answer you, and you see a sign that makes you think of that person, trust it, believe it, beautiful people. Okay, and the last one I pulled, this is from my angel deck, my Archangel Michael. And it says, deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. So reflect before going forward. Always do that, y'all. Okay, so they're telling you it's time to take a look within. Go deeper. And then the angel number I pulled, y'all might have seen this earlier, but angel number 333. And it says support. And it says, seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. Work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of confidence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. So if you're seeing the number 333, here's your confirmation, beautiful people. If you happen to see it the next day or two, there's your confirmation. So I do see this number a lot. For some crazy reason, it does pop up for me. So that resonates with me. And that's what I have for y'all, beautiful people, for the general collective reading. So, beautiful people, again, take what resonates, leave the rest. If something doesn't resonate, if it doesn't fit, don't force it to fit, y'all. Okay? Just leave it behind for someone else. And if it doesn't resonate for you at all today, maybe it wasn't meant for you to hear today, but it doesn't mean that this can't be meant for you down the road, because it's a timeless reading. And it'll be here for y'all to come back and look at it if you so choose to, if you feel called to. Trust it. Good night, Jonathan. You're welcome, Inferno. Teddy's always happy. Hi, Lamont. Hi, Fred. How you doing, baby? Ouch. Hi, Ricky. Baby, I've been here. I just haven't been on late because some nights, like, when there really isn't a whole lot going on, people are buying readings, I try and conserve my energy, but also try and think of my mods too. So I may get off a little bit early. And I did get off of this. I was on here earlier last night, but my sciatica started acting up, so I had to take a long break, and I needed to eat something so I could take some of this medicine my doctor gave me, and I got to eat with the medicine. So I know, and that's exactly one of the reasons why I came back on this morning, because I know some of y'all are probably like, well, where the hell is she? So I feel bad because I haven't been on here all night and all morning for some of y'all that I know got used to seeing me on here for several hours on end. So I've missed y'all too. So I'm happy y'all stopped in. I'm happy I came back to hang out with y'all for a little bit. So I'm going to try to come on this weekend. I'll be on tonight, Friday night, normal time, 10 p.m. Eastern. But depending on how long I'm on, my intention for like the past couple months has been trying to get back on sometime during the daytime hours, like early afternoon, early mid-afternoon. That's going to be my plan as long as my body cooperates with me and depending on what time I go to bed. So I can come on here and see some of y'all, because I know some of y'all are only up during the day and not up all night like me. So I try and keep all of y'all in mind here. So that has been my intention, is try to get on here on a weekend during the day, because I know that's when most of y'all are off. But now that the holiday season's here, I don't know. Y'all might be at the malls and stuff. Oh, you're welcome, Cheryl. I love seeing you, honey. I love seeing all of y'all. Y'all bring me so much happiness. I feel right at home when I'm here. And y'all always remind me, just by showing up and being here, why I do this. So yeah, I'll try and be on, you know, whether it's Saturday or Sunday daytime. My intention is to be on for a little bit during the day. I'm not going to promise y'all anything, but I'm going to try my best. So we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Put this card back. So what y'all's plans for the weekend? Y'all got anything exciting going on? Because me, it's probably just going to be the same old. I'll just be here, which is fine. I mean, I do need to get out and get some shopping stuff done, but I'm going to wait until, like, Monday. Your birthday is on Sunday. Well, happy early birthday, Rick. Oh, hi, Rosemary. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. That's sweet of you to say. How old are you turning, Rick? If you don't mind me asking, baby. What are we, 21 again? 45. Okay. So, you're a little bit... I'll be 44 in March. So, you're a little over a year older than me. Do you feel 45? I don't feel 43 at all. I still feel like I'm in my mid-20s. Wow, Jamaica. I hear Jamaica's beautiful. One of these days, I'm going to come to Jamaica. I want to see it. So welcome, Rosemary from Jamaica. I'm happy you stopped in, sweetheart. You feel like you're 25? Yeah, that's how I feel. Most days, that's how I feel. Until my body wants to remind me differently. That's a whole nother thing. What part of Jamaica do you live in, Rosemary, if you don't mind me asking? Good morning, Matthew. How you doing, baby? I've looked up, you know what's crazy? What was it? Because I wanted to go through and travel to like the whole Caribbean, you know, to like Jamaica, Dominican, all that. And I think when I looked it up a few years ago, it was more expensive to go to Jamaica than it was to go to the Dominican or something. At the time I looked at it anyways. Oh, well, I'm happy you're gravy, Matthew. You know me, baby. I'm always gravy. I got biscuits and sausage going my gravy, baby. In fact, I got some in my fridge. Well, hello, Carol from London. How you doing, beautiful soul? Oh, that sounds beautiful, Rosemary. One of these days, I'll come see Jamaica. I want to see all the Caribbean islands. And I got to go to, like, the Pacific side, too. Hi, Golden Cat. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, I'd love to go, Rosemary. I'm that crazy person that I want to get in, like, a shark tank, in, like, a shark cage, and have, like, all the great whites and bull sharks and all them swimming around me. I would so love that. Do y'all have anything like that around there? Because I'm that crazy person. I'm that adrenaline junkie girl. I keep talking about how I'm going to do that one of these days. I'm that crazy girl that will jump out of a perfectly good plane, too. With a parachute, of course, but I'm just saying. People think I'm crazy. I bet it's beautiful there. Sharks definitely are swarming. I mean, there will be a lot of sharks there. Well, I know, like, what? I think when I used to watch that, I think it's the Discovery Channel or National Geographic, one of those channels, back when I had cable, and they would have the Shark Week. I think it started like the first week of July or something like that. And I know they were like showing like where some of like the sharks, like the bull sharks and the great whites, how they come through the Atlantic side, like they come up from Mexico, and go towards like Jamaica, or they go the other way. Whatever I desire, it's right there. I'm cracking you up. Hey, honey, I'm me. I'm a Pisces, so maybe that's why. I want to do the parasailing, too. That's another thing. Yeah, I'm that crazy person. Because, I mean, I would even love to go deep sea fishing. I haven't been since I was a little girl. I used to go with my family. My birth father, which is my Asian side, and his family, they all fish. Like, my grandfather was a commercial fisherman. And my dad did work on the harbor. I know he handled, like, all the boats that would leave the dock and the pier to go out fishing and all that. And then my older brother is a commercial fisherman too. So I know he goes to like, but he stays like on the Pacific side because they're in California. So he told me they go down to like Mexico to get like all the big, huge tunas. And then he goes to like Alaska for like the snow king crabs and things like that. You're a Leo, John? You're the lion, huh? You got the heart of a lion, baby. Jacob, you know, you could always say hello first. I'm from the sea. A Leo. I love all the signs. At least because I'm a Pisces. They say Pisces a little bit of every sign in the zodiac. So, I got the temper of a lion. We'll just say that. That's all right, Matthew. I'm the mermaid. You either get the mermaid or you get the shark. Take your pick. Matthew knows. So what else y'all got going on? Anything fun? Anything else? If y'all gonna go out there and do something crazy, just hide the evidence. Please don't take no pictures and videos of it. And let me find it out there. Art. Hi, Chris. You do art, baby? I mean, Rick, yeah, I know that, baby, but you know, me, I always have a problem with astrology. And here's why. Because, and you may know this, Rick, but for many people out there, they don't know this. Like, they don't know, like, there's a whole birth chart that has different signs. So, you know, whenever you ask somebody what their, you know, zodiac sign is, they always think of their sun sign, right? They have no idea there's a moon sign, a rising sign, and then, like, the signs for, like, you know, your Venus, your Mars, and all those other ones, right? But then take that out of the equation. Then you got the other system. So which system do you go by? Okay, because like me, okay, in the Western astrology system, I'm a Pisces sun, I'm a Taurus moon, and I'm a Aries rising. But if you were to look in the sidereal system, I think it said I'm an Aquarius sun, a Pisces moon, and a Capricorn rising or something like that. Capricorn or Virgo was one of them. It's like, huh? Like, aren't they supposed to line up? And they don't. So which system do you go by? Because it's like, that's why I don't use astrology in my readings, because I feel like, especially when someone is looking for answers when it pertains to a relationship, or if you're giving them advice and saying, well, this person might be walking into your life, and you may see that, you know, you pull over, let's just say, the Empress, which is Taurus, right? And say, well, it might be a Taurus. Okay, but see, that person may, you know, it might be true, they're a Taurus. However, they may only know their sun sign. They may not be a sun Taurus. They might be a moon Taurus, but they don't know that. So this person is looking for someone who's the Taurus, and then they missed the mark because the person that is the Taurus don't know they're a Taurus moon, as an example. And like I said again, which system do you go by? That's why I don't deal with astrology. Hi, Cassandra. How you doing, honey? Is that what it is, Rick? I mean, what I can tell you, baby, is that when I looked at mine, there were a few things that resonated from the sidereal system, but not as much as the Western. I'm more of a Pisces, Taurus, and Aries. Those three I agree with all day long. And I could pick out the, you know, parts of it where I'm, you know, this sign and where I'm that sign, you know. But the other one, I'm just kind of looking at, it's like, no, not really. It didn't resonate with me. So it's like, okay, well, that makes sense, Rick. But I know others use a different system. How do I feel about I Ching? You know, I don't have any feelings about it whatsoever. Instead of me assuming that I think I know what that is, Evanea, tell me what that is, honey, so I make sure I understand it. You think they both work, Rick? Maybe, baby. I don't know. I don't, like I said, I don't resonate with the other one. It doesn't hit home for me like the tropical does, the Western astrology. But even with that, I still don't go with it. It's like there's certain things about it, like me being a Pisces, I agree with a lot of it. There's a few things in there, it's like, no, not really. So, wow. All fire and water, fire and ice, like me. I love that. A Leo, a lioness, love it. And I can see that too, Rick. I understand, like, the other one is for, like, you know, the Hindus and that. I do understand that. It's just a lot of other people use it, and it's like, it gets confusing after so long. And that's like a lifelong study that I don't know if I got the patience for it. So, what song is that, Cheryl? I love Pat Benatar. And Manea, what are you cooking for us, sweetheart? You're gonna make me hungry now. I love Leos. I love Cancers, and I love Scorpios. Yep. Fire and ice. That's what I say about me, Cheryl. Pisces sun and the Aries rising. Fire and ice all day long. Absolutely. Yes, I'm an 80s baby all day long. Hello, Caleb. Thank you. That's sweet of you, honey. Rick, I guess you'll have to teach me some things, baby, because like I said, I don't understand it, you know. And I do know the time I was born and the right date and where I was born, so okay, honey. Evanea, I'm a Pisces sun, a Taurus moon, and an Aries rising. Janice, you can go, if you were to Google birth charts or astrology birth charts, you can find a couple websites where you can get it for free. You just need to know, you know, like your birth date, where you were born, like the city and state, country, and the time. You don't need the time, but it's best if you have the exact time, because the time will change where, you know, some of the signs will be placed. So, I mean, Rick, well, I mean, like the whole thing about the Capricorn. Um, well, and then the Aquarius part too. Some of it, like I said, some of it I understand and makes sense, but then there's parts of it's like that doesn't resonate with me. You know, there's just parts of like the Aquarius and the Capricorn that it doesn't resonate. Not as strongly as the, you know, the tropical one does. And he even said that I have Virgo in my chart too, which I thought was hilarious. I don't remember, baby. I would have to pull it up again. I have no idea, honey. I don't even have the report. I would have to do it again, and then I could tell you. Oh, yeah, she is. You're right, Jess. Lucky 1111. Rick, I don't know, baby. It doesn't resonate with me. That's all I can tell you. Like, I don't know it by memory. I only read over it a couple times. Evanea, well, thank you, sweetheart. Some people don't like my bluntness, though. Some people take it, I don't know, they think I'm mean, or let's see. Or I should say, like, when I'm not smiling from ear to ear like a, you know, like a clown, people think I'm mad. It's like, no. But if that's what you want to think, hey, knock yourself out. I just, you know. Oh, Rick, well, thank you for that, baby. But no need, honey. Like I said, it's just that astrology stuff, a lot of it doesn't resonate for me from the sidereal system. The Western does, okay? Like the 3 signs I listed off, I understand all 3. So, hi, Lion Hardy. How you doing? Yeah, Janice, take a look, honey. You can learn a lot more about it. To me, that astrology, it's like a lifelong. You got to be like a lifelong student of it to fully appreciate it, I believe, to fully understand it, because it's something you have to like constantly keep up with, because the way, you know, it goes by the moon phases and, you know, all those things. It's like, okay, it's getting a little too complicated for me. You don't use sidereal? Okay, well, like I said, I only, the tropical Western astrology chart system, I resonate with that. The sidereal, I don't. That's where it shows I'm a Capricorn and the other one. Yeah, I'm in Georgia, Evanea. And you've been seeing the synchronicities up until it slowed down within these 8 months. You like my southern accent? Well, thank you, honey. Yeah, I live in Georgia, in the United States. Even though I'm a California girl originally, I've been living in Georgia for 33 years. I look pretty. Well, Willie, thank you. I look pretty. That just doesn't even sound right to me. Okay, Jess. Appreciate you, because apparently Eternal's still sleeping. That just sounds weird saying I look pretty. I mean, I'm either pretty to you or I'm not. There's nothing about looking. I'm just saying. Hi, JAH. Aw, thank you, Fab Laundry. You're so sweet. You're gonna make me blush, sweetheart. Thank you. Well, I know a Libra is an air sign. Oh crap. Y'all gonna make me... I'd have to look it up. Stick and Stone, let me say this to you, baby. If you really wanted to look at the astrology in that way, and this is kind of like where it goes into like the big birth chart. Understand you got more than one sign tied to your time of birth and date, right? There could be other signs in your chart that make y'all bump heads if you truly put a lot of, weight into the astrology part. You know, there could be so many reasons why y'all fighting, baby. I mean, y'all could just not have the same communication styles. You know, you got to know your partner well enough. Like I'll give you an example of this, baby. Hold on, let me say hi to a few people and then I'll say what I'm going to say. JAH, yes, I'm doing good, baby. Thank you for asking. I hope you are too. Terrence, yeah, it's a habit. Hi, Curbside. How you doing, baby? The signs next to each other annoy each other. Is that what it is, Rick? Okay. This is what I'll say to you, baby. Stick and Stone. Like for me, like Evanea was saying, like, I'm a blunt person, okay? I have a heart of gold. You know, I'm very kind, I'm very loving, I'm very warm. I'm a very warm person, okay? And that's the Pisces in me, you know, because I'm a Pisces sun. So I'm the mermaid. I'm the dreamy mermaid, right? But if you come to me incorrectly, there's the other side of it where the, great white shark likes to come out and takes a big bite out of you kind of thing, which is where, my bluntness, I can be very, I can be cutthroat. Like if you really want to upset me and piss me off, I try my best to walk away, but like when I've been in relationships, some of them, they want me to stand there and argue it out with them right then and there when I'm trying to walk away because I know how I am. When I reach a certain point, I need to walk away. I'm doing that so I don't say anything that's going to hurt our relationship or hurt you that I don't mean to say, right? But I say it in anger in the moment, and that's not good. So I walk away. And they've learned, over the years back then, they learned they had to let me walk away once they found out exactly what I meant. And I don't think they realized how cutthroat I can be because growing up, my parents raised me and my siblings to always speak our mind, to not be afraid, and to the point that even my own parents, which sounds crazy to most of the world, would allow me and my siblings to cuss them out if that's how we felt. Like if my parents upset me, if they hurt me, if they made me angry, I could tell my parents go F themselves, just as an example. Okay. And it wouldn't be disrespectful to them because the way they saw it is they allowed me to express my feelings and to be honest with them. And they gave me that safe space to do it in without, me getting in trouble. So that way, when I grew up and I got out into the real world, they knew I could stand up and defend myself and speak up for myself and speak up for others instead of being afraid. So, um, because I got all that practice, you know, it's not something, to be proud of, and understand me. I'm not proud of it. I'm just giving you where I'm coming from here. I learned very well how to tell you off in a heartbeat and say some ugly things. So again, that's why I have to walk away. But some people don't like that. They think just by me walking away and not listening to them is disrespectful. No, I'm doing it out of love for you so I don't hurt you. But you don't understand that. You keep wanting to press those buttons and then the shark comes out. So I had to learn, and this might be something that might help you, baby, in your relationship. I had to learn to come up with like a code word that me and my partner can use whenever it's getting heated, we're arguing and fighting. That way, when that word gets said, the other person knows, back off, let me walk away, okay? Without me having to explain anything else, just let me walk away. Let me cool off, you go cool off, and when I come down, when those emotions come down, then I can come to you, after I've digested everything that was said and so on, and you got time to digest it too and catch your breath, then maybe we'll both be calm at that point to where we can come back to the table and have a civilized, respectful conversation where we'll be able to hear each other out. Because the thing is, when you're angry, when you're upset, when those emotions get tempered like that, you're not hearing each other. You're not listening to each other, are you? You're more focused on trying to defend yourself and you're in defense mode instead of being in offense mode. To where you got to remind yourself and your partner, you both are on the same team, okay? You should never be in defense. It should always be in an offense. But that's the tricky part that a lot of people forget or they don't understand or realize. It's like you're on the same team, you know. Just learn how to communicate. So the communication styles might be different, is what I was saying. I'm one who's very straightforward. I will cuss you out in a heartbeat if you upset me and hurt me, to where my partner isn't so much. They're more, um, I'm not going to say timid, but, they're not like me. They're the opposite. So, but even knowing that, and they know that I'm that way, they would still push my buttons and want me to sit there and argue and fight with them. Even if it meant I said something that I didn't want to say or I meant to say in the heat of the moment, because I'm angry and I'm hurt. So, so I hope that will help you. It's just, I know it's hard to do in the moment, and I understand it's going to take practice, baby. But maybe that's something you can talk to your wife about. Like when those arguments and those fights happen, think of that code word that you and her know, you know. And when one of y'all say it, okay, back away. Go cool off. Take a step back, because otherwise it's nothing's gonna get resolved in the heat of the moment like that. All you're gonna do is get more pissed off and hurt by each other, and that doesn't solve anything. If you're not, willing to sit down and talk to each other, to hear each other's side. And I think that's the other part of it is you got to come to it with an open mind, okay? And understand me when I also say this to you, okay? You might come to it and you might think you're right. She might think she's right. But at the end of it, you both might be right, okay? What do I mean? It means from where you're standing, your perspective of it could be right, but you can also see her side of it too, which also makes her partly right. Who's more right? That shouldn't matter, okay? What should matter? It's about whether do you want to be right or do you want to be happy, okay? I want to be happy. I don't need to be right, okay? Now, if you've hurt me, then those are my feelings. I'm expressing my feelings to you. Whether you agree that maybe you did something or said something that hurt my feelings, as an example, is beside the point. I still want to be happy, but at least I will try and come to it with some compassion and be like, you know what, maybe I did, mess up. Maybe I did say or do something to cause you to do this or that or react this way or that way, right? But you also have to come to the table with some compassion, forgiveness too. So it takes both, if that makes any sense. Oh, there ain't no respect from you. You're tired and you can't sleep. I'm sorry, baby. You're almost all Scorpio and Sagittarius. Whew. Curbside. Evanea, it's like you got to, honey. I had to learn. And I'm an empath too, sweetheart. And I'm very sensitive as well. But along with that sensitivity, and I think that's where it comes from, because I'm so sensitive, because I'm such a deep person. And when I love, I love deeply. I don't just love you partly or halfway. I love you from a deep place. So you do something to hurt me, it's going to hurt me that much deeper. Something that may not hurt someone else will hurt me deeper than it would others, is the best way I can put it. So I got to watch myself with that too. Oh yeah, being a deep person. I love from a deep place. And it's, Ebony, it takes time, it takes practice, sweetheart. That's just one thing you got to learn. You got to have some compassion and patience with yourself just as much as you need it with your partner or your family member or your friend, whoever it is you're not getting along with. Any given point in time, you got to have some patience and compassion and come with it with a place of love and with an open mind, and just try to remember, it may be something you got to have, like that deep conversation with, the people in your close circle. And maybe, don't wait for the argument or fight to happen. Have it now and say, listen, before we have another argument, I'm not wishing we have one, and I hope we don't, but we all know reality is we probably are going to have some kind of, fight or argument, disagreement. I'm letting you know this now. Can we come up with a password, a keyword that one of us can say whenever we feel like things are getting out of control? So we know, okay, we need to walk away and cool off. And we're both calm, we can come back to the table and talk then. Whether that's hours later, it might be a day or two later, whatever it is for you. So that's how I would, do that. I would be proactive in that way instead of waiting for the next argument or fight to happen. Otherwise, like I said, that's where tempers, and that's when feelings, people's hearts get hurt. And I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to hurt anybody. But I understand I'm a human being. I'm not perfect. I have my flaws like everyone else. And I know I can say some really, horrible things in the heat of the moment when I'm hurt and I'm angry. I try my best to not do it. Um, In fact, one night on here, when I was streaming, this was just like in the past couple weeks, there was somebody that came on here that kept pushing my buttons. And I remember I was sitting there, I gave them a piece of my mind, but I almost got to the point of saying the F word on here, which I don't do, right? But it almost slipped. And that's when I knew I'd reached that point and I had to get up and walk away. Because like I tell people, people will sit there, they'll come on here, who are new to my channel, who never watched me before, so they don't understand how I speak, that I speak with passion, that I speak with from a place of conviction, and so on, right? So they take the way I talk sometimes as meaning I'm mad or I'm upset. Or because I'm not smiling from ear to ear, they take it I'm mad, angry, not happy, right? And so I always got to tell them, it's like, listen to me. You'll know when I'm mad, okay? Because there will be no questioning it. Why? Because I'm going to tell you why. My voice will go from where it is right now all the way up to here, and I will yell from the top of my lungs, and the F word will come out of my mouth left and right. That's when you know you have pissed me off, and you better leave me alone then, and I will walk away. So, and that's what I had to do that night. And I had to, step outside for a few minutes to calm me down. Because I almost slipped up and said the F word. And I wasn't going to do that. So, people are crazy. You remember that curbside prophet? You know what I'm talking about, baby. People are crazy. They try. They really do try. You're welcome, Stick and Stone. I hope it helps. Wow, curbside. That is so beautiful. That hummingbird. That was a message from Spirit, baby. What that hummingbird remind you of? Anyone? Oh, thank you, Evanea. You're so sweet, honey. You're fangirling me? Well, I appreciate it, honey. Hi, Heidi. How you doing, beautiful soul? It's been a while. How's life been treating you? Jacob, just somebody pushed my buttons. That's all. I couldn't even tell you what it was about now. It's not important. All I was saying was giving you the example when people want to come in here and judge me, and like they assume already, like they know me. It's like, no, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't even be saying that to me. And you would understand. You would know when I'm angry, when I'm upset. There's just no mistake in it at all. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Heidi. Same to you, beautiful soul. Oh, wow, curbside. That's crazy. I didn't even know that an earthquake had hit out there. But of course, I don't stay tuned to the news and TV and all that. I was sleeping, so that's probably why I missed it too. Good morning, Flow Beast. Well, welcome to my channel, honey. You couldn't do what I do, Heidi? Why is that, sweetheart? Sure you could. I'm sure you could. I have no doubt about that. Taurus from Michigan, Ohio. Cool. You should be sleeping. I know. Teddy, poor Teddy. You know, he has to be here in the background somewhere. If I don't have him here in the background, people always ask, where's Teddy? Y'all got used to seeing him on my streams now. Okay, curbside. Sounds good, baby. Yeah, just send me the email, so I'll have it, honey. Yes, Evanea, I normally stream, and I started at like 10 p.m. Eastern time. And depending on, what the night's like. I may stream for 4 hours, but there's been other times where I've streamed for like 10 to 18 hours at a time. So it just depends. I use PayPal, and the other one is Buy Me a Coffee. Yes, he does, Heidi. He's my bodyguard. He's definitely my bodyguard. Oh, I love to see him curbside. I would enjoy to see that, baby. Yeah, send them to me, please. Yeah, I've been on here for hours on end. In fact, I think there was a couple of times that I streamed, but I think this was like on a weekend. I streamed for like 17, 18 hours straight. I was on here a couple of times. So it depends, honey. But I do normally, I'm on here pretty much every night, except for maybe Monday, unless it's a holiday. But usually it's like Monday night is the night I take off. If I'm not here on another night, like I said, it's either a holiday or it's because, I'm not feeling good. Something happened, maybe my back. But that's a rarity where it keeps me from coming on here and streaming, even if it's just for an hour or two. Oh, I can't wait to see the angry garden gnome. And I love to see your decks, baby. I've been good, Heidi. You know, I've been here, sweetheart. The problem is like I probably haven't been on when you've been online. Because I've been cutting off like around anywhere between 2 and 4. Um, just if there's really not a lot of paid readings going on, I may shut it down early because just conserve my energy for the following night. And also, my mods, because they help me out a lot too. So I do it for that reason. But I feel bad some nights when I don't stay on longer because I know some of y'all, aren't up at that time that I'm, up streaming. And it may not be until later in the morning, like this time, when y'all, are up and about. So I feel bad that I haven't been streaming for longer. So I took a 2.5 hour break last night and came back on. Okay, curbside. Same to you, baby. Sweet dreams. And how do I decompress? Um, it really depends, sweetheart. Like, I've been stuck in my house so much, I haven't hardly been anywhere, except for maybe to a doctor appointment. And that's about it. Um, I love my music. Music is like the universal language we all understand. So I love to listen to music. Um, I normally will sometimes sit in here quietly by myself, which I enjoy my quiet time too. Um, if I can get in the flow of it, I can, occasionally sit down and write a poem. I haven't written an entire poem in a while though. But if I go outside my house, if I leave my house, like I like to go shoot pool. That's my thing. I like to bowl. And I'm a girly girl. So in the way of, I enjoy going shopping every now and then if I have the disposable money to spend. And because I love my clothes. I'm all about my clothes. I'm not a really big shoe person. I mean, I like a few good pairs of high heels, but I love my clothes though. Um, so I might get me a new outfit or something. Yes, Evanea. I thought it was unique too. Yeah, for like every coffee, I think at least on mine, for like every cup of coffee you buy, it's like it equates to like $5 is what it is. Oh, thank you, Heidi. I love it. It's a crystal grid. It helps me to connect stronger to my spirit guides, my spirit team. Um, there's a talented guy named Jonathan Daly who made it. He's in Hawaii, and he made it for me. It was custom done. But yeah, I love the buy me a coffee thing. I thought it was unique. Evanea, same here, sweetheart. I hope to see you soon too, honey. Come back and see me. Like I said, I'm here just about every night. I stream pretty much every night except for maybe Mondays. Thank you, Rick. Hi, John Andy. Did you mind that yourself? You talking about my necklace? No, I didn't. Someone made it for me. But they talked to my spirit guides about what to make me. And this is what my spirit team came up with. Oh, okay, John. Yeah, I don't know nothing about all that, baby. I don't have any little ones. I got little nieces and nephews, but I have no idea. I just heard, in fact, it's funny you say that because I was talking to my brother yesterday for a minute, and that's the first time I heard of the Minecraft. He says one of my nephews is big into Minecraft right now. I think he means that's a lot of minerals. Yeah, there's a lot in here. Let's see. And there's different crystals. I couldn't even tell you what all the crystals are that's in here. He sent me a list of them. I know the lapis lazuli, black tourmaline. I believe there's some amethyst in here too. There's others. So there's a lot of different ones. If you can see it up close. And there, that one. So I love this necklace. Okay, Evanea. Hey, not a problem, sweetheart. I'm happy you found me, honey. Oh yes, Heidi. It definitely is. Yeah, because I got some black tourmaline and black obsidian over here too. I got other loose crystals laying on my desk. And black tourmaline's one of my favorite protective stones I use. Okay, John Andy, that sounds good, baby. I appreciate it. Just make sure you click the notification button that says all, so that way you get notified for when I come back on. Evanea, that's a good question, honey, because, see, here's the thing. I say this to people all the time. If my memory serves me correctly, I think purple opalite is one of them. But hear me out, sweetheart. People, I try and tell people that you need to, like, talk to your spirit team. Ask them, what, you know, what you're wanting to do, you know, and just tell them, listen, I'm looking for those crystals that will help me protect myself against any empath vampires, right? And then go to one of those shops, you know, a metaphysical store where they have those, you know, different crystals and everything. Look around. What crystals call to you? And don't pay attention to what, you know, anybody tells you, like, get this crystal, get that crystal. What crystal calls to you? Because that crystal, whatever that crystal is that you get drawn to, is the one that's probably going to work best for you. But I would make sure, outside of getting like the black stones, like the black obsidian and the black tourmaline, you know, make sure you get those. But whatever other crystals call to you, that's what's going to work best. Because understand me, there's so many crystal books out there by different people, and they'll tell you something different. You know, they don't all agree on the same thing. You know, it's like, and it's crazy. It's bonkers to me. But I get it too. You know, some crystals, you know, what may me or work for someone one way may not for the next. So whatever one calls to you. I do have one here though, and I can't even tell you what the name of this is now. I'd have to go find something to look it up. But here's one of my empath crystals right here that I have that sits on my desk. So that's what I would suggest you do. It's going to be different for everyone. Um, I'm trying to think of the ones that I seen what it said about empaths. It would probably be good just to go on and Google it and type it into Google and see what comes up. Hi, Rihanna. And thank you for sharing it, honey. Oh, Heidi, that would be lovely, sweetheart. I would love that. Um, oh, crap. I have other crystals, but they're all over there on that desk too, and I have to pull them out of my box. There's another crystal. I'm drawing a blank right now. There's different ways of activating them. All you gotta do though is when you find that one crystal that calls to you, you spend some time alone with it, and you know, talk to your spirit team and talk to that crystal like there's a spirit in it, and tell it what you want to use it for. And you know, there's different ways, there's different techniques out there that you can do of how to activate it. Everybody's gonna have a different way of doing things, sweetheart. That's why I'm saying your best bet is to go out there and Google it. Because what may work for me may not work for you, and vice versa. You know, and there could be so many other ways. So you gotta do, if you wanna get into this, that's what I strongly encourage everyone to do. You need to get as much knowledge as possible and go out there and do the research, because you need to absorb it like a sponge. Because, like, for me, if it wasn't for my grandmother, I wouldn't have even known about my psychic gifts. Okay? I had to hear it from her first in order for me to believe in it and be more open, accepting of it. But even from my grandma, okay? When she told me that psychic abilities runs in our family, my grandma never said nothing about putting up protective shields and things like that, using crystals to protect my energy. I wasn't taught that until I reached in my 20s. And I've known I was psychic since I was 6, 7 years old. So understand, all those years, getting, visits from spirits, whether it's spirit orbs or full body apparitions, hearing someone call my name, when nobody was with me, and so forth. I had no idea. So that's why I'm really telling you, please go out there and do the research yourself. Absorb that knowledge, because I listened to my grandma, but and it's not to say that anything my grandma said was wrong. It wasn't, but she didn't give me the extra information that I needed that would have helped me, further down the road. So knowledge is power. Always remember that, beautiful. That don't even sound right. Hello, Dion. Hello, September. Don't apologize, sweetheart. I understand. That's what I'm saying to you. And Eternal Light just confirmed what I was saying already, which is go into that store. What crystal calls to you? That's the one you want to take home with you. But I would still go out there and get the research, get that knowledge, because it's going to help you get further along, and to where you won't be taken by surprise by something that happens that you weren't ready for or you weren't aware could possibly happen. So even today, there's still many things that I'm still having to learn, because I don't know it all either. Even though I've been aware of my gifts since I was 6, 7 years old, it didn't mean that at 6, 7 years old I had all the information I needed to be, I guess, to use my psychic abilities responsibly, safely, and so forth, that I come to learn in my early 20s. Yes, make sure you do hit the like button, please. That would greatly help me, y'all beautiful people. So I hope that helps, sweetheart. Good morning, Robert. How you doing, baby? And thank you. Hey, I'm a wild woman, Robert. I love my animal print stuff. Ouch. You didn't know I'm wild, Robert? You know what, Evanea? Here's what I will tell you, beautiful. Take what resonates. Does it sound right to you? Instead of, is this absolutely correct? You know, sit with it. Talk to your spirit team. Ask them. Does this sound right? Does it resonate? Or does it sound like too, crazy, it's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. That's where I would start. And then, find people, you can come here and talk to people like me. I'll try my best, tell you what, if I'm aware of that, if I've heard of anything, if there's anything else I can offer you. But I had to take time. We all did, to do the research, to absorb it. And I still got research to do. I still got more information to absorb. I'm still learning. This is not going to be something you're going to learn overnight. And understand me. This is going to be lifelong of learning, where something new is going to happen, something different. There's going to be a big grasp of the understanding of it, but I still get surprised from time to time. It's like, I can't believe that stuff really does exist, or that does happen. You'd be amazed. This year's been pretty crazy for me. Um, in many ways good, because I've learned things about the supernatural metaphysical world. Hi, beautiful spirit, that I didn't believe or I was aware of before. And that's just from me doing a little bit of research, and that was also from me talking to other people. So you got to absorb it though. What calls to you? What speaks to you? And I'm getting spirit orb, sweetheart. So my spirit team is agreeing with me by what I'm saying to you. What speaks to you? Does it resonate? Does the information really sound like it's right? And talk to your spirit team. Let them know, what you're wanting to do. In fact, even ask them for their help, to help guide you to the right places, to the right resources, to get the information you need. You're welcome, honey. Robert, you're so funny, baby. You're welcome. You're channeling my drawing right now, Heidi. I love it. Yes, Evanea, we have. We all have heard of the Galactic Federation. So yes, it's real, sweetheart. Hey, Heidi. And it's okay, honey. I understand. You too, Evanea. You have a wonderful day, honey. Oh, it tripped me out too. So understand me. I understand. You found me for a reason, Evanea. Just know that, sweetheart. never know. You never know. So eternal light, did you not hear your alarm go off, baby? Ouch. What was what? I was just asking you, did you not hear your alarm? That's all. I was just curious. Damn, I've been on here for over 2 hours. I don't feel like it. Good morning, Moses. Oh, Lucas, thank you. You too, baby. I will, because I'll be going to sleep here the next hour or two. Moses, with the house repairs, what are you talking about? Like my floor? I haven't contacted them yet. I can't have them in here doing anything until I figure out what I'm going to do as far as streaming goes, because this is my office that I stream from, and I don't have another room to do it from, because people don't know how to stay out of the other rooms, which, if they want to wander around the house, it's their house too, but so I don't know if you're talking about the floors or the yard or what else. There was something else. Oh, the roof. That was done before I bought the house officially, before I closed on it. I just have to get my roofer guy out here to take a look at it to make sure it was done right. And that I haven't done yet. That's like, I put it on the back burner right now because I've had other things going on. Um, from what I can tell, I haven't seen anything leaking, but it doesn't mean something couldn't be. Because I still got to get up in the attic, which I haven't done. I got to get up there and put a few things there. I don't even know how big that attic is, actually. So, I'm hoping that they did it right, but I still got to get my roofer guy out here to take a look, make sure. So that'll come towards, let's see, in a few months, I'll have to have another home inspection done. That way I give my home inspection guy time to put his report together and for me to review it so I can send it to the builder and say, here you go. Boy, I'm hoping it was done right. I'm hoping. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Eternal Light. That's weird. Well, thank you, Moses. It'll be alright, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Ouch. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get up for a minute. I'll be back. Ouch. Moses, I'm a tarot reader, baby. Well, that's not what it is, Moses, so... Some people think tarot is witchcraft. Okay, well, in my book, it's not. Because I don't do witchcraft, for one. Two, I was born with psychic gifts I didn't ask for. Three, I would think if I was doing something wrong, since I am a Christian woman too, that God wouldn't send angels to me that I've seen. So, song lyrics. Well, I don't know what that song is. But you seem to know it, Eternal Light. What song is it? Because I don't have a bloody clue. Hello, new love. You're here. I'm here too. Barely naked ladies. Yeah, I have no idea. Sublime. Well, thank you, Heidi. I know that, honey. And sometimes I just read over it. It just depends. Some people I just, I ignore them. Others just depends on my mood, I guess. I've heard of the band Sublime. I thought there were songs by them I liked, but I can't tell you what those songs are. It's been a long time since I think I probably have listened to any of their music. And I do like different music genres, but it just depends. Here a lot lately, I've been listening more to YouTube, whatever the music's on there, than I have been like my radio stations, because for some reason I'm so far out in the country that my favorite radio station doesn't reach out here. It won't come in, so it's either YouTube or I gotta play my CDs. Yes, it's tarot cards I'm shuffling. I use tarot and oracle cards. I know, Heidi. I wish they still made more CDs, because I miss the CDs. I got 2 stereo systems that still play CDs, and that's it. And my car's got a CD player. So, I wanted an iPod, but then I heard by the time I got around to wanting to get one that Apple quit making them. It's like, well, oh well. Of course, by the time I, be willing to go out there and buy the new technology, they would get rid of it and bring something else out. So now it's just like, whatever. Okay, I guess I'll just listen to music on the internet until they get a new technology that sticks around for a little while. Because it makes no sense spending money on that stuff when it's just going to be out, in a matter of years. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm old school that way. If I still had a cassette player, I'd use that one too. Hello, Jana. How you doing, beautiful soul? Hi, Savvy. It's gravy. It's always gravy for me, honey. How about you? I even had a record player. Like, I got records. That's what's funny. But it finally broke. It broke some years ago before I moved. But I still have the records for it. So... That's so funny. And you know what, Heidi? Most young kids today would have no idea what that is. They would not know what any of that stuff is. That's what I always find hilarious. It's like, really? I mean, I guess that's the universe's way of telling me I'm getting old. Because it's funny, because even most kids have no idea what a bloody landline is. And they'll never, ever know what it was like for us when the internet first hit the market, when you had dial-up. They'll never know what that annoying noise is to connect to AOL. Oh, well, that's cool, Heidi. And she wants you to buy her records. So I get a kick out of it now. Because I remember, it's so funny, I remember my grandparents saying that stuff to me when I was a kid. They would bring up certain things. I'm like, huh? What are you talking about? Oh, baby, you were too young. You weren't even born yet when, that stuff came out. It's like, what are you talking about? Well, tell me. I mean, I couldn't even tell you what half that stuff was. And now it's us. I know. And up until a year and a half ago, I still had a landline in my house and my cell phone, so I don't anymore, but it's funny. Huh. I do, Michael. That's cool. Absolutely savvy. I'm happy to hear everything's good with you, honey. It cracks me up. I know, Eternal Light, you said you still have a landline and a rotary phone. And I did have one of those rotary phones too. I don't even know where it's at. I had it in an old box at my house. Of course, now I can't use it because I don't even have a landline connected in this house. I don't even have an outlet for it. I think I'd have to call the cable or the phone company, have them put one in. I know. And that's what's crazy. It's like, we've gotten used to the internet now. It's like, what are they going to come out with next? Hi, Granny's honey bun. How you doing, sweetheart? So I get a kick out of it. So I'm just waiting, a few more years for like my nieces and nephews to get a little bit older. And then I'm going to have those conversations with them. And then I'm going to ask them if they have any idea what I'm talking about. I know they'll tell me no. I'm gravy. I'm always gravy. I'm so gravy, I got biscuits and sausage. Go with my gravy, honey. I'm happy to hear you're okay. Good morning, Janet. How you doing, honey? It's funny because I actually do got biscuits and sausage gravy in my fridge. Oh, yes, that's the good old Southern food. Of course, you ask a Canadian what biscuits and sausage gravy are, they have no idea what you're talking about. Or people from the UK, they're like, what's that? Yes, I'm teasing you, eternal light. Oh my goodness. You don't know what it is, Heidi? You ever seen like white gravy? It's just white gravy, and it's like you use like sausage patties, like your breakfast sausage, and you mix it in together. And biscuits, let's see, what's biscuits for y'all? Y'all call it something else, and I can't remember what it is. Yes, it's white gravy. Oh, grannies. Yes. See, I'm in Georgia. I don't know. It's good, Heidi. You don't know what you're missing out on, sweetheart. I'm telling you. It's good. But you got to get the right sausage, too. You can't just put any kind of sausage in it. I'm telling you, it's good. But you see, eternal light can get me back and say, well, you didn't know what'd you call it? Eternal light, French fries with gravy on it. Yes, hamburger gravy. Well, it'd be like they, you know, I don't know, everybody makes their gravy differently too, but there you go. See, I had no idea what that was, so he got me back there. Chips and gravy? No, I don't think so, honey. I don't know what y'all consider a biscuit over there. I have no idea now. I know it's not what we call biscuits. Fish and chips with ketchup. No, it's not. I mean, no, it's not like fish and chips, Heidi. It's just like bread. It's a type of bread, and we call it biscuits. I got a plate in the fridge right now that has biscuits and gravy on it. I can show you if you want to see it, Heidi. It's good. That's how they say it is chips. I mean, I could probably eat some of it. I'm going to make y'all hungry if y'all sit here and watch me eat. That's pretty funny. But that's what I do eat a lot of whenever I can. That sounds good too, D. Michael. But my biscuits and sausage gravy sound better, baby. I already sprinkled all my pepper on it. Yeah, I know, because I got to take this medicine, actually. Oh. So I have to eat. You're eating a McChicken right now? Those are pretty good. I haven't had McDonald's in a long time. Andrew, that's disgusting. Get out. When you eat McDonald's, you pray after you eat. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, you're a vegetarian, Heidi? Okay, honey. Well, I understand. Okay, I understand. Well, at least you eat fish, because some vegetarians won't even touch fish. Why do you gotta pray after you eat McDonald's, D. Michael? Oh, yes, Granny. Your name's pretty. That's a pretty name, Leah. My name's Amanda. Just eat fish. I'm not a big fish person. And that's crazy because I'm part Asian. You would think I would love fish, but I don't. You're joking? Okay, baby. I mean, you know, I can eat up some McDonald's, I will say that. I do like their Big Macs and their quarter pounders, and I love their French fries too. I mean, I say a prayer. Aw, thank you, Leah. That's sweet of you, honey. You'll make me blush, girlfriend. So yeah, I'll have to eat anyways. You don't like lettuce? How come you don't like lettuce? Lettuce is good for salads. I can tear up a good salad now. I don't have a clue, D. Michael. Really, Eternal Light? You gotta rub it in, baby. I'll have to get me a Big Mac at some point. It's been a while since I've had McDonald's. You like salads? Yeah, I'm a big Big Mac person. Well, Justice, thank you for asking it the right way. Now that's funny, Eternal Light. Justice, I'm mixed. I'm Japanese, Polynesian, English, Irish, and Scandinavian. You know, Leah, you can always tell them to give you less lettuce on it. You know what, Heidi? I honestly don't know, sweetheart, because I live way out in the country to where it's like, it takes, I think, about 25 minutes to get to a McDonald's from my house. That's how far in the country I am. What kind of poly am I? You mean Polynesian? I mean, the other word I use is Hawaiian. So I doubt Uber Eats comes out here because that's a little far out there. And even if they would come out here, it would cost so much money just to bring me that food. I'm better off just going and getting it myself. And then at that point, I might as well just go to a real restaurant, if you ask me. No, well, thank you, Leah. Get us taxi service, yeah. I know it's not cheap to have food delivered to you anymore. I'm just better off. If I'm going to drive 20-25 minutes to get to a McDonald's, I might as well go find a steakhouse at that point. And I guess the way I would have to justify that is, well, what it cost me, let's see, I don't know, maybe 20-30 bucks just to bring me a McDonald's. Just for, you know, a taxi service of some kind to bring it to me. And then plus the food. And I mean, it's like you go to McDonald's anymore, you can't leave McDonald's without spending about 25-30 bucks. At least I can't. I don't know about anybody else. It's like, that makes no sense to me. I have no idea, Savvy. I haven't looked up DoorDash, Uber Eats. I haven't looked up any of that. I've only been living in my house a few months. Oh yes, those are good, Leah. I love cheeseburgers with onions. Um, one of the steakhouses, um, Longhorns, they have a really good um hamburger that has onions on it, but it has something else. It has a few things on it. I haven't ordered it in a long time, but it's good. Oh, Heidi, that's sweet of him to do that. That's crazy, D. Michael. $10 just for a cheeseburger. Yeah, the quarter pounder from McDonald's does have the onions on it. You're right. I always forget about that. I used to go and I would get like from the steakhouse because I wouldn't get a steak to go, so I always got their steak burger. At least it's called a steak burger, but it's hamburger meat. I want to say it's called the long something burger. Um, and that'll cost you pretty much what you would pay for at McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King. It's like, might as well just go there and get a real one. $10 just for a cheeseburger. That is crazy. That's why I don't eat fast food hardly anymore. I can't afford it. I'm better off going to a sit-down restaurant. Yeah, we do have some good restaurants here. Dairy Queen is good too. I don't think I've ever eaten any of their actual food there, but I've eaten, you know, I've had their ice creams. That's crazy, Eternal Light. You will be 36 January 10th. So you're a Capricorn. To be 36 again. I'll take 36. Oh, we got 2 Capricorns. Wow. Well, that's cool. That both of y'all are Capricorns. I'm a Pisces. My birthday's in March. I'll be 44. Can't believe it. No, that's funny. You're an Aquarius, Heidi? Your new love interest is a Capricorn? That's cool, baby love. Whoa. I can imagine having 2 Capricorns. There is going to be a clash at some point. D. Michael, hey, baby, you're still young to me. Age is nothing but a number. I mean, like I said, I'm 43. I'll be 44 March 10th. But I don't feel like I'm in my 40s. I still feel like I'm in my mid-20s. Except for the days that my back wants to remind me differently. Outside of that, you know, I still feel like I'm in my 20s. Two goats going at it. That made me think of one of my tarot cards. That's funny. You still wear your baggy jeans and sweatshirts? I mean, baggy clothes are comfortable. I will say that. I mostly just wear those around the house, though. Hey, all zodiac signs are great. I love all the signs. But I do enjoy being a Pisces. I do have some baggy jeans, Heidi. They're probably still in a box, though, because I haven't seen them yet. A Gemini and an Aquarius. You know what's funny, Leah? In the Sidereal zodiac astrology system, I'm an Aquarius. But in the Western tropical, I'm a Pisces. So it's interesting. When I look at both signs, I could see a couple things where I would, you know, be more, I could be an Aquarius, but it doesn't resonate with me like a Pisces does. Oh, well, thank you, Heidi. Patrick, I'm not reading any signs right now. I don't read zodiac signs. I do a general collective reading, and then I do paid readings, individual paid readings. Oh, thank you, Leah. I need to cut my hair. It's driving me crazy. It's too long. I've allowed it to get too long. I need about a foot of it cut off now. That's okay, Patrick. No, two little ones. I know they're precious. You know, Heidi, I'm a girly girl in many ways, but I still have that tomboy side of me too. Like, I'm a girly girl when it comes to my clothes, my hair. Um, I love high heels. Um, and when I get my nails done, of course, I enjoy getting my nails done. I like my diamonds. I love jewelry. I also, I like the designer handbags. That kind of stuff, I'm girly girl all day long. But I'm still like a tomboy because I'm one of those girly girls who isn't afraid to get her hands dirty or worried about getting my clothes dirty. If it's my good clothes, I might, throw a fit, but I will still, do what I got to do. No, those are beautiful names. No, that sounds beautiful, Heidi. Aquamarine's pretty. That's my birthstone. That's cool, baby love. So I have those things about me. That's girly girl. But I still have my tomboy ways too. Even though aquamarine's my birthstone and it's pretty, I don't wear it. I don't wear gemstones. I don't know why. I'm not big into gemstones. Mm. What is that on YouTube, Granny? So Heidi, I'm a diamond girl. My daddy did it. See, he bought me my first diamonds when I was 10 years old. And it just makes more sense to have diamonds over the gemstones because I can wear them with anything. It doesn't matter the color to wear, like, when you wear specific colored gemstones, you gotta be more, at least to me, for me personally, you gotta color coordinate more. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to have that. I want to be able, pull out what I want to wear and it look, fine. So that's what I do. Exactly, Heidi. Oh, I understand, Heidi. Hey, she asked for it. Give her what she wants. Yeah, I want something that's neutral I can wear with everything, so. And I'm not big into, like, the whole, um, like, matching, metals, like, white gold and yellow gold and rose gold and all that. I wear them all together. I don't care. That's cool, Leah. I do, Sean D. Michael. Well, thank you, honey. And that's right, Heidi. Someone's sunshine. Yeah, maybe I am for someone. Yeah, I have my tomboy ways. My daddy rubbed off on me in that way too. I just say the best of both worlds combined. My grandmother for sure. I was told that I look just like my paternal grandmother when she was young. And I don't know if it's true. That's just what I was told by my family. I never saw any pictures of her when she was young, so I don't know. I know that's what time it is here too, Leah. The sun's already peeking out. And my maternal grandmother, you know, we became close after my mama died. Aw. That's beautiful, Heidi. I don't know which grandma that would be. Oh, bless you too, Heidi. Yeah, find out, Heidi. I'd be curious to know which grandma that is. Father's side? Okay. That ain't good. My name's Amanda. Heidi, that's who I supposedly resemble. I miss her. She died on my sweet 16. Or my... No, it was my 17th birthday she died on. Same eyes. Maybe it's the shape of our eyes because our eye color's different. Hi, Giovanna. How you doing, sweetheart? It's good to see you too, honey. I know I haven't been here in the mornings lately, so... Dang, that truck is loud. Well, Giovanna, I'm gonna try and be on like sometime over the weekend during the day, honey. I'm gonna try. I can't promise you anything, but I'll try and be here because I know you and others have missed me in the morning. Yeah, I'll try and be on sometime. Depends on what time I get off at night from here, but I'm gonna try. I've been trying to get on during the weekend morning for like the past few weeks, and it just hasn't happened yet. So either Saturday or Sunday, I'll try and be on during the daytime hours. Just, yeah, be on the lookout. And if I only come on for a couple hours, because I know many of y'all only are on during the daytime. Because I'm probably fixing to go. I need to go get some food. And now the sun's coming up. The sun's gonna get me. I'm gonna turn to ash. So I'll probably be, like I said, it'll either be tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon or Sunday. But I'll be back tonight, Giovanna, if you're around, sweetheart. Oh, it's only 4:39, D. Michael? Well, it's 7:39 my time, baby. I'm in Georgia, so I'm on Eastern time zone. Which is sometimes why I stay on here longer, because I understand I'm in the Eastern time zone and some of y'all are on the Western, on the Pacific time. I know, you're over there in the UK. It's already lunchtime for you. Hello, Ottoman grandchildren. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I know, it's cold down here too in Georgia, Giovanna. Oh my goodness, sweetheart. That wind was howling yesterday during the day. I about froze my tail off when I woke up. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but it's too cold for me. I gotta put on like 2 sweaters to go outside. One of these days I'm gonna go to England and see it. I know, you're in Maryland. I mean, I shouldn't be complaining because I know it gets colder up there than it does down here in Georgia, but it's still cold for me. For this mermaid, it's cold. That's what it is. Getting your teddy bear onesie. It's cold. Like, I mean, I even had to go out there and check my thermostat and make sure that my AC wasn't blowing, because I even had to put my hoodie on earlier. Yeah, I do too, Giovanna. I love it when people come here from other countries. I love diversity. Even my feet are cold right now, and I'm wearing socks. I know, eternal light. Rub it in. Yes, we are, Heidi. Hi, Josh. I'm in Georgia. And it's still too cold because my feet be cold. Good morning, Larry. I agree with you, but that's not for this channel, Larry. Okay, Josh, you're my next door neighbor. Yes, I'm a Georgia peach here. It's cold. I know, Josh. It's cold for me too. But see, some people who live up north, like Eternal Light lives in Canada, where it always snows. This is like summer weather to him. It's like not for me. I'm a mermaid. I'm supposed to be in like the warm sun by the water. That's what I'm supposed to be. Oh, thank you, Heidi. You know what, Josh, a few days ago it was warm. It was, what day was that? That was Monday. And I noticed that the temperature was warmer because I think it hit almost 50. If I'm not mistaken, it got up to like 48. So, and I could tell a difference that day, but yeah, I'm freezing still. Hi, Willie. How you doing, baby? Good morning, Gnostic Light Being. How you doing, baby? Yeah, this girl belongs on a beach. Right by the ocean. That's the kind of weather I'm used to. That's where I want to be. Feeding the wood stove. That's cool that you have that, though, Gnostic Light Being. You know, one of my friends, it was a family friend, they had a house in San Diego that was built like over 100 years ago. And they had a wood stove. And that's what they used to heat their house. But they said the house they had was like really small. It was tiny. I'd never been there. But they were telling me how small it was. It's like, well, yeah, I'm sure that little wood stove would heat up y'all's whole house. My house, it only maybe heat up a couple of rooms and that's it. Willie, excuse you. I call all my guy friends baby. Because let's get something straight. You're not my man. Yes, Gnostic Light Being. That's where I need to be, is in Hawaii. When I'm moving to the beach, Heidi, I don't know, sweetheart. My goal, that's my dream, is to have a house in Hawaii. I want a house in Hawaii on the beach. I want a house in my home state of California by the beach, preferably on the beach. And then I'd build me a farmhouse out here in Georgia. If I could have a house in those three places, I'll be happy. Exactly, Gnostic light being. Yeah, he is crazy. I mean, if he'd been in here enough, he knows I call everybody baby. Even some of my female friends I call baby or babe. It's just, that's me. Get jealous. Yeah, he will never be my man because I don't like jealous men. We always fight for that exact reason. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I believe it will, Heidi. I'm going to make it happen. It's got to be on an island, Gnostic light being. It's got to be in Hawaii, baby. Good morning, Fatima. Blessings to you too, beautiful. That's right, Heidi. Giovanna, I hear you, sweetheart. I mean, I'm going to build that empire. I just need the right man to build it with me, who's ambitious like me and wants to go out there and build it with me, literally. Wants the same things I want. It's going to help me build it. He is coming, Heidi. I hope so, sweetheart. Because I thought I found him, but yeah, that's a whole different story. So I'm waiting for him to show up again. Oh, I am, Heidi. You know, I know he's out there somewhere. I know he will help me build that empire and make all my dreams come true. Oh, thank you, Giovanna. Yeah, probably, Heidi. I'll tell you one thing, my parents been talking left and right here with me lately. Ouch. I mean, that's true too, Giovanna. I hear you, honey. And it's true. Okay, Gnostic light being. Well, sweet dreams to you, baby. I'll be heading to bed soon myself. So, you know me, sweetheart. I'll be back tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. There is always challenges. You gotta be at work at 2. 2 in the afternoon, baby? Yikes. Is that it, eternal light? Okay, baby. Yeah, I'll be asleep when you're back at work, Gnostic Light Being. Is that your dream, Gnostic Light Man? Hey, baby, let me tell you something. If it was me, I would tell you to get your happy behind out of bed and go put that wood back in that stove. Well, I stay warm. That's me. It's like, hell no, I ain't getting out. What are you talking about? And then I'd be turning around looking at you, baby. It'd be like, okay, if you don't want to freeze your butt off, I suggest you buy me a better house that has central AC and heat. Then we won't have to worry about loading up no wood stove. That'd be my next response to you, baby. Ain't that right, Hardscope? Hey, baby, how you doing? Shoot, you don't want to see how thick my blanket is, Gnostic Light Being, and I got central heating and air. And I got a thick blanket that I use, baby. You know what, baby? That's quite all right. Be grateful for what you do have, baby. Be thankful for that house. Be thankful for that wood stove. Even if you gotta load it up with wood to stay warm and cook your food. It's all gravy, baby. You left your warm blanket in Anchorage. Well, get you another one. What you waiting for? I know, Hardscope. Well, you know what, baby? I ended up going and I had to get off for a couple hours because my sciatica was bothering me. And I had to get some food to take some medicine. And so I went and lay down. Then I came back and got up and came on back on here. So I've been streaming for the past 3.5 hours now. I do. I mean, hey, Gnostic, next time, baby, you come on, I'll make sure I have my thick blanket in here. And I'll show you what my thick blanket looks like. Because I'm staying underneath that warm blanket while you freeze your butt off and go warm me up my stove. Oh, it's been great hanging out with you too, Heidi. You know me. Oh, would you? I mean, I don't know, Giovanna. I Hey, I'm not saying I like my, heat bill to be high, but I'm saying it's better than being stuck, just in like one, section of the house because that's where the stove is to keep yourself warm. So I would need like a few of those wood stoves in this house in order to keep this whole house warm. Like I got a fireplace, but I don't even have a real fireplace at that. It's electric fireplace. And it just uh I should have just went ahead and got the gas one because it would be a real wood burning fireplace and not this cheap crap I'm looking at. That's right, Heidi. I mean, I wish I had a second story. I miss my old house. I gotta be honest, I miss the hell out of it now that I've been living in this house because I hear everything. Like at my old house, if I wanted to stay upstairs in my bedroom, I could. And it felt like I was alone. Like I didn't hear people moving around hardly. And ever since I built this ranch style house, I hear it all the time. And I can't stand it. It drives me up the wall. Because I feel like I can't have any peace and quiet to where I don't hear nobody else's footsteps, so to speak, moving around in my house. I can't stand it. That's all that matters, Gnostic light being. Yep. Horoscope? You know what, baby? That's a good question. Because I've only turned the thing on once. I've only turned that thing on once. And I turned it on for like 5 minutes. Not, oh, well, I can't even say it was 5 minutes. It was just long enough for me to see if it worked. And that was it. It's been off since then. I don't even spend any time in that room. It's in my living room. I don't spend any time in there. Because most times, I'm either in the bedroom, or I'm outside on my patio, or I'm in here. 9 times out of 10, I'm in here, though. Too cold. And that's nice, Gnostic light being. See, I live right near the interstate. So, horoscope, now you got my curiosity, baby. I'm gonna have to go back and turn that thing on, see if it does make noise, crackling noise. I mean, it has like these clear, like crystal things in it, but it doesn't look natural to me either. But, you know, at least it's there. I guess I mean, well, I can't even say that because unless the electric goes out, it ain't gonna work. Unless I buy a generator now. You got a fresh blanket of snow? Hey, Gnostic light being, you can keep all that, baby. I like snow to remind me, like for, the appearance, it's pretty. And occasionally I'd walk out there and, play in the snow. And that I'm gonna be inside by the heat. That's where I'm gonna be. I like it. Oh, are they Gnostic light being? Cool beans. Do you know what part? You only get rain over there, Heartscope? Hey, Heartscope, I can't even say I get snow here. I mean, I think there was only 1 year when I think back since I've been living in Georgia 33 years, and I can only think of maybe 1 year where it snowed on Christmas Day. But I'm not talking about like it snowed like a blizzard type of snow. It's like it was just a few flurries. It's like, well, I'll take the flurries. It was some kind of white Christmas. Oh, okay. Oh, they're going to Florida. That would be cool. Gnostic light being. So Hardscope, even though I'm over here, I still don't get as much snow as you would think. Hi, Tina. Good morning to you, beautiful soul. It's cold and snowing up there. That's what I mean, Tina. Y'all can keep all that snow up there. It's too cold for me. Y'all gonna make me go get my doggone blanket right now, just thinking about it. Oh yeah, they have that here, Gnostic light being. Um, that's in like downtown Atlanta. Um, no, baby, I'm closer to South Carolina border than I am to Alabama. So I'm on the northeastern part of Georgia is where I'm at. Only 1 year for you, Horoscope? Well, doggone it. Hey, baby. Let me tell y'all. Like I said, I love the snow. I think it's beautiful when it snows. I just don't want to drive in it either. So it can go ahead and snow all day long as I ain't got to get out on the road in it. Because I ain't going nowhere. Hi, Richard. I hope so, Heidi. Teddy, Teddy's over here in the corner. You can see like part of him. There he is. I had to move him out of the way a little bit because I had to pull out my ottoman because I'm gonna try and get myself a chair in here. That's my goal because my office chair is killing my back and my sciatica, and this chair, it's helped. It's better, but I really need that sofa chair. You reckon? That's so funny, Heidi. I say that too. I say reckon. I say reckon. I say fixin'. I say all those southern words. That's why all my family and friends make fun of me when I go home to visit to California. And then they have me say certain words because they say the way I say it is funny compared to the way they say it. And I don't understand it. Like they ask me to say like fixin', reckon, talk, what else? Georgia. Um, y'all is just common. I say that all the time. There's just certain words they say, it just sounds funny to them. You know, of course, they don't say fixin' or reckon. Um, the only time they'll say fixin' is if they're actually fixing something, to where fixin' for me is, you know, in placement of getting ready to go. You know, like I'm fixing to go to the store. I say I'm fixing to go to the store instead of saying I'm getting ready to go to the store. Get a giant yoga ball to sit on. Hearts go. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna fall in on my face. A giant yoga ball. I did have one of those balls actually, Hardscope. Um, I think I tossed it out because someone got it for me for Christmas one year. He got me a nice set of dumbbell weights and some of those elastic stretch bands. And I think I only used that ball like once, and that was it. And then it lost the, it started to deflate. I know, Horoscope. Heidi? No, honey. I've never worn blue mascara. I don't wear makeup. The only makeup I wear is lipstick and lip liner. Oh, Richard, I love my sofa chair. I used to use the heck out of it. Mine's in my living room. I just got to get it through this door and around these couple of boxes that are stacked up. Because I'm going to have to probably move this desk back here and put it here because this desk broke. I think that's the only way it's going to fit in my room for me to use it if I want to stream from it. It would be better if I had an actual recliner, but, you know, that sofa chair will work just as good right now until I could find a better chair. Gnostic light being, what's in it, baby? Does it have any kind of cannabis stuff in it? Because if it does, I can't use it, baby. Hey, horoscope. Teddy always looks comfy. Yeah, I can't use that Gnostic light being. I can't use anything like that that has cannabis, THC stuff in it. Yeah, I can't use it, baby. Because of the medication I'm on for my sciatica and my, all that. I can't have anything that has THC in it. And I would go through. Oh, Gnostic light being, it's not that. They get mad. They drug test me 4 times a year, and it's random. Yep. So I can't use anything like that. And when I've gone through, see, marijuana, when I was a teenager, I did, like all kids normally do. I tried it. And I'm not going to say that I didn't enjoy it, but problem was is it knocked me out. It made me so lazy, and I hated that. I hated that. And I'm not talking about just during, right after I would smoke, and I would have that high. I'm talking about like the next morning. I would wake up, man, I feel like I got hit by a train or something. I felt so lazy. Like if I had to go to work the next morning, my butt wasn't getting up and going to work. Period. I wasn't moving. That's how lazy it made me feel. So I didn't like it. And that's why I can't do that either, for that same reason. Um, I know they got like the oils and all that too, but I don't want to chance that. My doctor knows me, and he's good to me. He knows that I don't come, and complain expecting him to give me all kinds of drugs or raise my medication. It's been the same medication, the same strength, same dose for the last several years now. So he knows if I come in there and I'm in pain, he knows something's really wrong. That I'm not, making crap up, trying to get, heavier doses or anything like that. Which is why he gave me that steroid because of my sciatica, because of it radiating into my foot. Yeah, Richard, I can understand that too. Oh wow, Giovanna. I didn't know that, sweetheart. I will keep you in my prayers, sweetheart. I'll put you on my prayer list. You're a warrior, honey, to make it through that. Yeah, I mean, Gnostic light being, I get that, baby. Wow, Gnostic. I understand it has its medicinal purposes. I just don't think it works for my body for, not the way I need it to. It'll make me too lazy, and I can't stand that feeling. So, um, And the problem with Mina is I have a pinched nerve that nothing can be done about it, period. Because it's a cyst that's part of my spinal cord. So it can't be cut out because it's literally part of my spinal cord. And because it's there, it's pressing up against the nerve root, which is connected to my sciatica. And that's what causes all the pain. Because there's been times, even though I had back surgery to remove the bad disc, if you were to look at my back before I had back surgery, that your tailbone, like right above where your butt crack is, that whole area would be swollen half the size of a golf ball. I kid you not. I'm not exaggerating. You could run your hand over it and it was like a hump. You could feel it. There was all that swelling and it was painful. And it was being caused by that disc being torn. And once they did the surgery, a lot of that swelling went away. Well, guess what? Some of that swelling came back. And then I found out that I have that cyst. So now when I see my tailbone swell up like that, I know it's from that cyst pressing up against nerve. It's just getting all inflamed again. And it still gets that way from time to time. So I got to be careful with it. Yeah. I mean, Heidi, I went through 5 years battling my doctors. It was crazy what I went through just to get the surgery, just to even get a diagnosis at that, because all my MRI scans came back showing nothing wrong with my back. Not a single thing, period. No cyst, no torn disc, nothing. It took a special doctor, and it took me over 4 years to find him, to diagnose my back, to do a different test than just having a regular scan done. And once he found it, then, all the surgeons were like, oh, we can fix you. It's like, uh-huh. So, I was not happy. But I needed to have the surgery because that was the only way I was going to be able to get out of bed again and be able to return to half the things I was doing before. I had the bad car accidents. That weren't my fault either. And I think that was the other part of it that just pissed me off even more. It's like I was in all that pain and I got hurt over something I didn't do. It was other person at fault. So, Gnostic light being, I think it depends because I drive. And what's crazy is my doctor, because we talked about this, because I talked about getting, before I started my channel, I was looking at going back and working outside the home. But one of the things that I worried about is my medication, who would hire me, right? And my doctor told me he'd write me a letter to tell whoever that I can function on all that medication and be fine, that it doesn't affect me. Like, it, says. All right, Gnostic Light Being. Well, you stay warm, baby. I mean, Giovanna, though, some of that is true, though, sweetheart, because I'll tell you something. Um, I'm about 120, I think, right now. Is roughly what I weigh. For years, after I had my surgery, after I lost the weight, because I gained about 70 pounds in about a year's time, about a year and a half. But once I had the surgery and I was up moving about, I dropped all the weight just like that. Like I never had, all that weight because I was like a size 14 and I weighed about 180 pounds back then. For about a year and a half is about how long I weighed that much. Um, And then, you know, once I got back into moving around and getting involved in sports and all that again, all my passions, and I dropped all the weight, I got down to about 104, 106 pounds. And I noticed a difference automatically with my back. My back didn't hurt me nearly as much because I wasn't carrying all that extra weight around, but also my stomach was flat. I mean, when I say I had a 27-inch waist, that's how that's what my waist was at about that size. And I would go between a size 00 to a 2. I would fluctuate between those three sizes. Now that I'm 120 pounds, even though I know it's probably better, you know, to fill out my body some, I feel it in my back and I feel it a lot. I know the difference. So that weight has come back off. Not because I think I'm fat or anything like that. You know, I hate that word fat. It's because I feel it in my back. So if I drop at least another, you know, if I drop about 10 pounds, I know I'd feel a lot better. It would help my back. And that could be part of the reason why my sciatica has been acting up here lately more too. Besides the cold weather, that never helps. And being a woman, you know, we all have to deal with the menstrual cycle. That always inflames it too. But so I do agree that it does play a role. Um, and I'm normally very active up until I started streaming. And then it's like, you know, I probably am going to have to force myself to take an extra day off so I can get out of this house and get out and moving around more. Because I need to get back to the pool hall, which I have very much missed playing, and to the bowling alley. So once I get back to doing all that, I think drop all that weight, and whatever weight I still have, it'll just be converted back into muscle. What I need is my muscle mass back, and that's what I'm missing a lot of now that I used to have. So I think it does play a role in that. Oh, Fatima, same to you, sweetheart. Have a wonderful day, honey. Gnostic light being. I hear you, baby. I couldn't even tell you what my waist is now. I don't have a clue. But I'm probably gonna get off here myself. It's going on 8:30, y'all. And I still gotta eat something and get some sleep and do a couple of things later. So, but I'm happy I came back on to hang out with y'all for a few hours and talk with y'all. Hi, Maurice. How you doing, baby? But I'll be back tonight, y'all. You'll move over for me? Okay, Gnostic Light Being. So, I hope you all have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening, depending on where you are in the world. And I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best. Love, happiness, and abundance. I'll be back tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern time. So if y'all are here, come see me. I'd love to see y'all. Okay, Heidi. Yeah, just let me know, honey. I'm happy you stopped in to see me, Heartscope. And Maurice, it's nice to see you too, baby. So I'll be back tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, y'all. Until then, y'all, have a good day.